Welcome, everyone. Welcome, guys. Welcome. This is our beginners class on Saturday. So, welcome, everyone. Welcome. Hey, Solomon. Welcome, Solomon. Welcome. Um, Guys, as new traders, right? Beginning traders, um, there's some things that we need to know about trading. So, the goal in our beginners class is to get you guys started the right way. Okay. Um, so there are a few things that um, I'm gonna go over. All right. Some of this information you guys might have come across. All right, or might already know. All right. I've been trading for a long time, over 25 years. I've helped traders. I also build trading systems with my company called Monster Trading Systems. So I've been doing this a long time, but guess what, guys? I'm still learning, right? So every day the markets are always changing, right? Things are always changing. So there's always things that we can learn and certainly can also learn from each other. All right. We, as new traders, beginning traders, I also recommend coaching. We do one-on-one coaching. So if you guys feel like you need some coaching, I'm always available. Um, uh, just go to my website, right? Our website, and also call me. All right. The information is right there on the screen. If what I would like as new traders, you guys can send me your comments, okay? And I'll be happy to answer those for you. All right. There are no wrong questions, no bad questions, right? Only if it's not asked. All right. So there are some things that's critical to your success as new traders. Okay. So there's some things that we have to address as new traders. So I want to make sure that I get that information out to you guys. Some of this information is repetitive. All right. But that's okay. In trading, it is repetitive, right? We as traders, we do the same thing over and over. Markets might, change a bit, but our process still stays the same. All right. So the first thing as new traders, beginning traders, is you need the right information, you need the right knowledge. All right. So the first piece of information I'm going to recommend is this book on my screen right here called Trading in the Zone. All right. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. All right. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. How to master the markets. All right. Uh, with confidence, discipline, and a winning attitude. All right. So, Trading in the Zone. All right. How to master the markets with confidence, discipline, and a winning attitude. All right. When we do one-on-one coaching, we give this book free to our coaching students. All right. But you can also go online, go on YouTube. All right. Type in. All right. Don't do it now. Do it when we're done. All right. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. All right. And it will come up and you can listen, right? Start listening when we're done, right? On your downtime. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. All right. Trading is all about your mindset, but we believe that if you've got a good process, trading plan, right, a good system, right, that will allow you to trade in the zone, eliminate a lot of the emotions and guessing that comes with trading. All right. So first tool for you guys. All right. Trading in the Zone. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. All right. Again, we give this book free to our coaching students, but again, it's free on YouTube. Go on there, start getting that information. All right. Start getting that information. Trading is a business, just like anything else, right? So we need the right information right tools, right skills to be successful. The next thing I'm going to recommend, now post your questions, right? Most new traders, right? There are two things that new traders are concerned with. And I hear this, like I said, I've been doing this for a while. I've heard a lot of different questions, but usually it's, David, where do I buy? All right, how do I enter a trade? And then how do I exit a trade? All right. How do I enter? Right? How, when, and then how do I, and sometimes most traders don't talk about how do I exit, right? Just how do I enter? How do I enter? So we'll go through that. All right. We'll go through that because that's a big deal. That's a big topic. All right. On our website, monstertradingsystems.com, there's several other books that we recommend, but this is the first one here. All right. This is a must. This is perhaps the best book written. All right, for new traders to understand the markets, right, and how to trade, and most importantly, understand yourself, right? Understand yourself, personality, and all of that. Okay, but again, we use this in our one-on-one coaching. We use this book as part of that process to help you. All right. There's some tools that I'm going to give you guys. All right. If you, again, if you guys have any questions, post it in the chat. If you really need to talk to me, I can send out the link. You guys can come up and chat with me. Okay. All right. Let's remove this. All right. As new traders and as traders in general, all right, like I said, the most 80% of the questions that I get is, David, where I'm looking to get in, all right, I'm looking at this stock, where do I, how do I enter? All right, so just remember this, and you guys might want to take a picture or screenshot of this screen here. All right. It's called support and resistance. All right. Support and resistance. And we're going to go for an hour, guys. So we will be done at 12 p.m. Eastern time. Only an hour. All right. So not going to take up your whole weekend here. All right. But this information is critical if you guys are, if you're wanting to trade, interested about trading and adding trading as a career. All right. So support and resistance, the keys to your success. All right. So take a picture of this. I tell traders, this is so important that you might want to laminate it. All right. Have it laminated, print it, have it laminated. All right. Keep it in your workstation where you'll be doing your trading as a reminder. All right. As a reminder every day. All right. So support and resistance, the keys to your success. Support and resistance, the keys to your success. Understand that trading is not random, guys. Right? Trading is not random. It's systematic. There's a process. There are other traders, right? There are other traders that you're trading with. All right. I don't like to say against, but with. All right. So our goal, whether those traders are hedge funds, institutions, right, or retail traders like us, all right, the very best traders, all right, the really good traders follow support and resistance. All right. So if that's what they do, it's what we have to do as traders. All right. So let's go into it. Support and resistance, the keys to your success. Support and resistance, the keys to your success. All right. If you guys have heard about support and resistance in the past, all right, I want you to forget about that, the way it's been done in the past. All right. Not that this is a new way, but this is the way, right, we feel works best. All right. So support and resistance, this is the way it works. All right. Resistance line. This is your resistance line right here, this green line. All right. Resistance, green line right here. Support, it's the red line right here. So think of resistance as your ceiling, right? Right? At home, support is your floor right here. All right. So resistance is made when your price action, we call it price action, or your stock or crypto or whatever, right, shoots up, makes a high, right? That's just a high. All right. Resistance is made when we have a second high here at or near that same price. All right. So let's say that price right here was $100, right? Price reversed, came back up and stopped right here at $100, right? We need a minimum of two touches to have resistance. All right, 2 touches to have resistance. So first touch here at $100, that's just a high, right? Second time, now we've got resistance at $100. The third time here, right? Third time here, now we've got stronger resistance, right? And traders are watching these levels, guys, and they are remembering these prices, and they're starting to, right, see that resistance is building. Fourth time, guess what? We've got stronger resistance. And again, think of resistance as your ceiling, right? It's very, very difficult to penetrate through that ceiling, right? So resistance right here, that's your ceiling. Let's call that your $100 mark. So remember that $100 mark right here, that's your ceiling. Think of this area here. What's happening here? There's a battle between buyers and sellers. So we have sellers that are here, right? Sellers or short sellers, we call them. That's looking to take the price down and make money as the price goes lower. All right. And then there are buyers and sellers. Buyers are looking to take the price up. All right. Sellers are looking to take the price down. All right. So there's a battle between buyers and sellers that are happening between support and resistance. So here we have resistance here, $100, right? And this is where price has stopped. Same for support. So think of support as your floor, So support, right? So $100 here, let's say $50 here at support. And we have to know this, guys. We have to know this stuff. All right. So support and resistance, the keys to your success. All right. Support is made the same way. When the price comes down, all right, makes a low right here, right here, right here. All right. The first time it does it, that's not support. That's just a low in the price. All right. We need the price to stabilize. The next time it comes down, hits that bottom area again at $50. First time, second time, now we've got support. Okay. Third time, stronger support. Fourth time, even stronger support. Fifth time, very strong support. All right, so here we've got really good support at $50. Here we've got really good resistance at $100 right here. Remember, take a picture of this if you guys want to remember this. Keep it with you. All right, so right now, no one is in control. Buyers are not in control. Sellers are not in control. They're stuck between support and resistance here. That's your price. Stuck between support and resistance here. All right. Now, why is this happening here? All right. Why is this happening? Now, this is critical. You're going to have to, as traders, draw in, look at a price chart, draw in your support and resistance lines. And I'll go through why that's critical. All right. Think of support and resistance. Like I said, a battle between buyers and sellers. Okay. So their buyers are sitting here at resistance, and so are sellers. And the buyers are looking to push the price higher to break resistance to take control of price. All right. Support, same thing. All right. Support. All right. Sellers are looking for the price to break through support. So now they have control of the price movement. All right. So think of this area here as buyers and sellers, and they're trying to figure out, right, who will have control over price. All right. If the price breaks resistance here, then the buyers are in control. All right. So you guys might want to write that down. Hey, Betty, welcome, Betty. All right. So if the price breaks resistance, the buyers are in control. All right. If the price breaks support, the sellers are in control. All right. So this is the way we want to use support and resistance. When we buy, and write this down, everyone, write this down. When you want to buy, when you plan on buying, right, you're going to have to wait for the price to break resistance here. All right. So we need buyers to come in, break that resistance line, that $100 line, then we buy. Only then we buy. All right. So we always buy on a break of resistance. All right. Now, the reason why we want to buy on a break of resistance because the buyers are in control. Understand, as retail traders, is what we are, right? Individual retail traders, we do not control the price. I don't care how many retail traders there are, right? We do not control the price. The hedge funds, big institutions, big money managers, they control the price. They move the markets in high volume. So when they decide to now move the price, right, break resistance, move the price out of that $100 mark to $110 mark, let's say, or $120, right? All we want to do is piggyback on their trade, right? Get on that trade and ride that trade with them. All right. So that's why it's critical to know where we have resistance, so that when the big institutions, big hedge funds start to buy, we can then buy with them. All right. And the same is true for exiting the trade or going short. All right. So we're going to buy on a break of resistance, and then write this down. We're going to sell on a break of support. We're always going to sell on a break of support. We do not sell when we decide to sell. We do not sell when we decide that we've made enough profit, or we've lost enough, or we can't stand the losses, right? Right? We want to follow this process. Buy on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support. We're going to sell on a break of support because the sellers now have control. So just remember, once that price breaks that $50 mark, right, gets to 45, 40, right, 35, break support, the buyers are no longer in control. All right. The buyers are no longer in control. If the buyers are no longer in control, we have to exit the trade, close the trade. All right. So when the buyers are in control, we have to buy. When the sellers are in control, we have to sell, close the trade, get out. Doesn't matter what our opinions are. All right. So I'll spend some time on this, but make sure you guys have this. As new traders, you need this. All right. So trading in the zone, that's the first, right? First, understanding how trading works. And trading is a game of probability. It's a game of math. And the goal is we want to have small losses, big wins. Small losses, big wins. And our big wins will make up for our small losses. And the way we get small losses is by buying on a break of resistance, selling on a break of support. Buying on a break of resistance, selling on a break of support. This trading within support and resistance will manage your losses. All right. Now, most traders, when we talk about support and resistance, this is why I said whatever you've learned about support and resistance, just forget it for now. All right. All right. I'm not saying it's the wrong way. I'm just saying this is a better way. Most traders buy on a break of buy at support and sell at resistance. Most traders, let me repeat, buy at support, sell at resistance. Now, can you do that? Absolutely. You can buy at support and sell at resistance. But guess what? Your opportunity is limited between support and resistance. That's called a range trade. You can range trade, right? We don't want that, right? We want a better trade. We want that trade to go up as high as possible. Here, your trade is limited when you trade between support and resistance. Another thing too, if you're buying at support, guess what? Sellers can push that price lower. All right. And if you're getting out at resistance, guess what? Buyers could now push that price higher. So not that that's a flawed process. It can work. There is a time when the market is consolidating, you have nothing else to trade. You can absolutely trade that. But we want more than that, right? We need the trend. And we need the trend to pay for our losses, because we will have managed, controlled losses. All right? Very good. Very good. The next, so trading in the zone, support and resistance. All right? The next one is the 4 market phases. Okay? So let me share that. All right. The next chart here is the 4 market phases. You guys should see this here. Now, you can I highly recommend taking a picture of this if you don't have it. I know some of you might have it already. Take a picture of it. If you're serious about trading, laminate it, keep it with you at all times. All right? The 4 market phases that every trader must know. All right, so let's go through that. All right, the 4 market phases that every trader must know. All right, this is your roadmap. So as new traders, or even if you've been trading for a while, still trying to figure things out, all right, this will help. This will help you. All right, the 4 market phases that every trader must know. All right, the first phase is the accumulation phase. There's only 4. The accumulation phase. The second phase is the markup phase. The markup phase. All right. The third phase is the distribution phase. Distribution phase. The fourth phase is the markdown phase. And then starts all over again with the accumulation phase. All right. So let me repeat. The 4 market phases that every trader must know. You must know this. This is your roadmap. All right. There isn't a 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 10th phase. There's only 4. All right. But you got to know the 4. All right. So the cool thing about the 4 market phases, what I like about this is that as a new trader, especially a beginning trader, all right, within a week, 2 weeks, knowing this information, right? No one can, you can look at a stock, right, or whatever trading instrument, and you'll know, hey, should I be in this? Should I be in this stock? All right. Should I be out? All right. Should I be shorting it, long? Everything is right here. Everything that you need to know. So this will empower you as a trader. All right. All right, so let's go through it. 4 market phases that every trader must know. The first phase is the accumulation phase. Markup. Within the markup phase, we've got reaccumulation. Third phase, distribution. Fourth phase, the markdown phase. Within the markdown phase, we've got redistribution. And then again, we start over, as I mentioned, with the accumulation phase. All right, so let's start with the accumulation phase down in here. All right, you guys have heard the term buy low, sell high. Well, that's exactly what we want to do. We want to buy low and sell high. But we don't just want to do that randomly. We want to follow a systematic process. All right. But most importantly, we want to follow what the big money is doing, the big hedge funds, big institutions. All right. And they want the same thing. They know the game, right? And what they do is they buy the very low, very best price at the right time. So let's talk about this. All right. So the accumulation phase happens when the price from a high up here falls down, right? Or falls down, right? And whatever reason it came down, we don't need to know that, right? Then stops at the bottom and finally, right, gives us support and resistance. Here's our resistance. Here is our support. So price, let's say price started up here, let's say $500, fell down to $50. All right. The selling has stopped, and now we've got support. We've got the floor. Remember, we need a minimum of two touches, right, to have support. So first touch, second touch here. Let's call this our third touch here. We've got support here. We've got resistance here, right, at $100 here. Support, resistance here. That's the accumulation phase. All right. And just think of accumulation phase as you're gathering, right? The big institutions, big hedge funds are gathering positions, building positions quietly, building blocks. We call them blocks of shares, right? Before they move the price higher. And they're hiding their trades, right? Right? They're hiding their trades, secretly building positions before they decide to now move the price higher. All right. So our job, right, is to know where there is support and resistance, know where there is where the accumulation phase is. All right. And then once they decide to push the price up, we're going to buy. All right. So that's the accumulation phase. They're building, right? During this phase, we are waiting. Right? We are waiting. And 80% of what we do, guys, in trading is wait. We are waiting for them, right, to make the decision to then move the price. All right. Once they move the price higher, breaks resistance, we're going to buy right here. All right. We're going to buy right here. Once we enter the trade, the price breaks resistance. That's the markup phase. That's when our traders get really excited, right? Right, start putting on trades, right? Start putting their capital to work. That's called the markup phase. All right. Remember, only 4 phases. All right. So that's called also your trend, right? Your uptrend, right? Your uptrend. It's trending up, right? That's where we all get very excited. That's the markup phase, phase 2. Within the markup phase, all right, understand that your stock, whatever, your crypto doesn't go up forever. It has to stop. It has to take a break. It has to consolidate or accumulate again. All right. So once it stops, we have new support and resistance lines. Price is taking a break. All right. Once the price breaks resistance right here, we've got reaccumulation. All right. So reaccumulation. So think of reaccumulation like accumulation down here, phase 1. All right. So we have new buyers, just like buyers came in here to control, broke resistance, right? If the price breaks resistance right here, all right, new buyers are entering the market. That's reaccumulation. So we can continue to buy in that reaccumulation phase. All right. But it's all within the markup phase. The markup phase. All right. All right. Now, within the markup phase, the accumulation phase, we are buying, we are waiting for buyers to come in. We're focused on buying, not selling, not shorting, buying. All right. So on this side of the chart right here, we are focused on just buying. All right. understand, and we know that the price doesn't go up forever. So at some point, the price will stop making new highs, flatten out, right? That's phase three. That's called the distribution phase. All right, the distribution phase. That's when price slows, and now we're concerned that the price will now turn around, and now sellers will take control. All right. Now, keep in mind here, if price didn't break resistance, if it broke support right here, we would have to get out. So we're always going to buy on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support. But guess what? That did not happen. Buyers, we had reaccumulation, new break of resistance. All right. Kept on moving. Now we've got distribution. All right, the distribution phase. Distribution phase happens when the price can't move any higher, breaks support, which is right here. That's our support line here, just like our support line here. When the price or the sellers move the price so it breaks support, that's now called the distribution phase, and we now have to close the trade. So our entry was right here. So as new traders, that's always a concern. David, where do I enter the trade? Where do I enter? Well, we enter right here on the break of resistance. All right. And most traders don't ask, where do I exit? Right. But it's important to know, right? We can't just buy. All right. Where do I exit? You're going to exit right here when the price breaks support, wherever that is. So whether it's here, right, whether it was here, whether the price continued to move higher, right, made new levels of reaccumulation. All right. But in this case, sellers came in here, broke support here. We have to get out of that trade. All right. So our entry was right here, right, at $100, let's say. And then let's say right here, close, broke support, all right, at let's say $200 right here. So we bought here, sold here. We never got the bottom. We will never try to time or get the bottom. All right, because you're now playing with sellers territory. We're gonna wait, get confirmation now that the buyers are in control. We're gonna buy at the break of resistance, sell at the break of support. So we're gonna buy here, sell here. We call this the meat of the trade, the middle part of the trade, the sweet part of the trade. All right, the meat of the trade. Once we close the trade here on the break of support, right, we now in the markdown phase. Now that's the scary part of the trade. All right, this is where most traders, new traders especially, right, not knowing what's going on, that sellers are now in control, will continue to hold the trade in the markdown phase. Very, very difficult. Okay, so we want to get out here, and before the selling really starts, right, before that markdown phase really get going, we want to get out here. All right. So after the distribution phase, now we've got the markdown phase. Distribution phase, phase 3. Markdown phase is phase 4. All right. During the markdown phase, that's when we've got selling coming in. Now, as you know, once you get really good as a beginning trader, you can short the market. So we can make money shorting the market, taking the market down. All right. Taking the market down, making money as the markets move, or the stock, or whatever instrument moves lower. All right. But for this example, all right, all we're going to do is get out here. So we bought on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support. Okay. All right. Make sure you guys take a picture, screenshot of this. You will need this as new traders. Okay. All right. The markdown phase, now that sellers are in control, buyers are no longer in control, sellers are in control. And the big institutions, big hedge funds, they are dumping, getting out of stocks or whatever the instrument. All right, there are companies out there that will short, but most of what you will notice is that they're just getting out. All right, protecting their capital, just getting out. because now it's in the markdown phase. Within the markdown phase, we've got redistribution. All right. So kind of like here, reaccumulation, new buyers entering the market. All right. Here, redistribution, right? When the price breaks support right here, we have new sellers entering the market. All right. Shorting, pushing that price even lower. So just like here, we've got new buyers entering the market, push the price higher. Here, we've got new sellers. All right. New sellers that didn't get out here, right? Now, right, they're panicking, right? They've got fear, right? They've got to get out. They're losing money. So now they're pushing that price even lower, all right? The redistribution phase, just know new sellers entering that market, all right? So our goal is not to be in here if we are long. We call that long. If we're buying, we bought that stock or whatever. All right. So accumulation, markup, within the markup, reaccumulation, distribution, markdown, within the markdown phase, redistribution, new sellers entering the market. And it starts all over again, guys. Starts all over again. So there's only 4, again, with the accumulation phase. All right. So this weekend, your homework, start looking at charts. Start looking at charts. Start trying to find, okay, where's the accumulation? Where's the accumulation phase? Where's the markup phase? Where is there support and resistance? Can I find support and resistance? You guys will need to find where you have support and resistance. And you're going to have to draw it on your charts. You're going to have to do this. You're going to have to identify when the buyers are entering and then when they're getting out. This is so important that we automate this process, right? In all our trading systems, right, we automate where our traders don't have to draw in these support and resistance lines. They're drawing, we can't trust our traders, right? Nothing against traders, but you know, as traders, we're human beings, right? And we mess up, right? And sometimes we get lazy. Well, guess what? A system doesn't care, right? It's going to do it systematically for us every single time. All right. And with this being so critical, right? So critical, it needs to be done. And I feel that it needs to be done automatically for us. Okay. All right. So support and resistance. First, the 4 market phases. All right. Accumulation, markup, reaccumulation, distribution, markdown, redistribution, accumulation. All right. And most traders, guys, like I said, you practice this, you study this, within a couple of weeks, a month, right? You'll understand trading. There's more to it than this, but this is your foundation, and you will know more than 99% of the people out there, and perhaps about more than 80% of traders, right? Most traders don't know this information. Okay, so that's your roadmap. We start with support and resistance, and then, right, we get into the 4 market phases, right? Buyers are in control here, sellers are in control here. If we're buying, we want to be here, right? Waiting for the buyers to let us know that we need to enter when the price breaks resistance, sell when the price breaks support. I know this is repetitive, but trading is repetitive. We do the same thing every day, guys. Right? And we have our best traders follow this process, and they do it systematically. All right? So this is it. And this is easy. It is easy to learn. Once you break it apart like this, it is relatively easy to get. All right? Trading shouldn't be difficult. All right? All right. The next and final tool I would like to share is this here. And then we'll be done. Again, ask me any questions, or just get this information, guys. I don't care how you get this information, as long as you get it. All right. All right. So I'm going to share the next screen here. And again, make sure if you're getting this information for the first time, and I would recommend, listening to this over and over. Make sure you go on YouTube, get the audiobook Trading in the Zone. All right. All right. Now, trend following, the last one here, trend following. Understand that we need a trend to make money. Whether that trend lasts for an hour, all right. Some trends, we'll have a 15-minute trend, a 30-minute trend. Doesn't matter. We need a trend. All right. So we follow trends, whether it's a day, right, a week, a month, we follow trends. And we make money in the trends. All right. We make money in the trends by trend following. There's a book that we recommend, Trend Following. You don't need, as a new trader, you don't need that book yet. All right. It's called Trend Following by Michael Koval. All right. You don't need that book yet, but just understand all our processes, our systems, all right, is based on trend following. So the goal, the way we make money in trading is by taking small losses, cutting our losses between support and resistance, and then letting the trend run. All right. Because we need those trends, those big trades, right? Big trends, big trades, or even small trends, right? We don't know how long those trends will last, but we need those trends to pay for our small losses. We will have losses. We want to maintain those losses, keep them small, so that our trends will now pay for those losses. All right. Okay. All right. So last one here, and we'll be done. Let you guys go for the weekend. All right. All right. So same thing here. Our price up here was what, $300-400, I think we said, fell down. All right. Made a low. All right. Made a low. We don't have support yet. All right. So let's assume we're going to draw a support line here. That's the accumulation phase down here. Notice our entry. We're going to enter right here when the price break resistance. We're not entering down here while the price is falling. We need the price to stop falling. All right. And then we need buyers to now enter. We need those hedge funds, those big institutions, those money managers to now decide that they want to move the price higher to 110, 120, and we're going to buy here when the price breaks resistance here. Again, we're not buying down here. I know as traders, as people, right, we want a really, really good price. But just because it's a low price, it's a cheap price, doesn't mean it's a good price. Doesn't mean it's the right price. Okay. So we're going to buy here on a break of resistance. All right. Price goes up. That's your markup phase, right? Your markup phase. Within here, you'll have reaccumulation, right? Buying, 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 right? Made a high here, right? We don't get out here at the high. Guess what? Because we're still in the markup phase. So we are buying, 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 hopefully making money, right? We wait for the sellers, all right, to now enter the trade. We'll know that they're now entering the trade, all right? The trade is over when the price breaks support, exit right here. So our entry would be right here. Our exit would be right here. So we would buy here, sell here. We call that the meat of the trade right here, the meat of the trade. We don't get greedy, try to get the bottom, right? That's a fool's game, right? Here, we don't try to get the very top, right? We don't try to get greedy either and try to get all of the trade. That's not a trade. The trade is here and here. So we would enter here, sell here, all right? The meat of the trade. So trend following, the meat of the trade, buy on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support. If we bought here, here is our support down here. We bought here, price fails, break support here, we would have to exit the trade. So we would have bought here, sold here. But guess here, if the trade works out, guess what? Bought here, sold here. this profitable trade here will more than pay for our small loss here. All right, so remember that. We never try to get the very bottom. We don't buy it at $50. All right, we buy it 101, right? I mean 110, 120 when the price breaks resistance right here. All right, and we never try to get the very top. All right, so as traders, you look at your P&L and you say, man, I'm making money. You do not make any money until we then, we close the trade. All right, so hope this helps. So as new traders, right, this is what you need: support and resistance. All right, you need to get some knowledge, trading in the zone. All right, we mentioned that here, trading in the zone. All right, so let's bring that up again, trading in the zone. All right, so right here. So like I said, you don't have to buy it. We give it to our coaching students free of charge, but you can also go on YouTube, right? After this, go on there. If you're serious about trading, there's an audio book free. It's free, guys. Free audio book on YouTube. So if you're serious, start listening to that audio book. Trading in the Zone, Master the Markets with Confidence, Discipline, and a Winning Attitude by Mark Douglas. It's the best that I've come across in my 25 years, especially for new traders looking to get into trading. All right. If you guys need me, all right, I do coaching. All right, coaching with traders throughout the week, but mainly on Fridays. That's my downtime, but we'll squeeze it in anytime that's convenient for you as a new trader. All right. So you can contact me on our website. The information is right here. Right. Here's our phone number, 407-733-0185. Email, right? David@monstertradingsystems.com. All right. Or just get in touch with me. All right, guys, I'm here for you. Take care. Have a good weekend, okay? Have a good weekend, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Hope this information helped. Keep coming. Bye-bye.